I grew up in a cramped house in a quiet Ohio suburb with my parents, Mark and Helen, and my 3 siblings. My older brother Jake, my sister Mia who was right in the middle, and my younger brother Tyler. Our family wasn't poor, but money was always tight because Mom and Dad spent it on the things that made them proud. Jake was the football star in high school, always getting new cleats and gear. Mia won beauty pageants, so she had fancy dresses and makeup. Tyler made everyone laugh with his jokes, so he got the latest video games and gadgets. Me. I was Clara, the one nobody really noticed. I liked reading books about money and math, and I hated being the center of attention. From the time I was 12 years old, I started saving every single penny I earned from mowing lawns, babysitting, and helping at the neighbor's store. By the time I turned 18 and started community college, I had exactly $5,237 in my savings account. While Jake partied with his friends every weekend and Mia went shopping, I stayed home studying finance videos on the computer. I learned about index funds, which are like baskets of stocks that grow over time, and I put my money there. No one in my family knew or cared. They called me boring and said things like, "Clara's gonna end up alone with her silly piggy bank full of loose change." Jake laughed the loudest at family dinners. Mom and Dad never stopped him. They bought Jake a new bike and Mia a phone, but I wore clothes from the thrift store. Tyler got new sneakers for school. I got nothing but advice to get a real hobby. But I didn't complain. I had a plan. At 19, my investment started growing slowly but surely. By 20, it was $50,000. I kept it all secret, working part-time at the local library shelving books for minimum wage. Life seemed unfair, with my siblings getting all the attention, but I knew that patience was my weapon. Every month, I tracked my money on a notebook. Little by little, it added up. The years ticked by, and suspense built inside me. What would happen when they finally saw the truth? I couldn't wait, but I had to. When I turned 22, I graduated from community college with a degree in accounting. There was no celebration from my family. They completely forgot about it because Jake had a big game that weekend. Jake was 25 then, jumping from one dead-end job to another, like waiting tables and construction work that never lasted. Mia, 24, had dropped out of beauty school after running up huge bills on clothes and trips. Tyler was 20, flunking out of high school and living at home, playing games all day. Meanwhile, I got hired for a remote bookkeeping job that paid $45,000 a year. I lived in a tiny one-bedroom apartment that cost $600 a month, cooked simple meals like rice and beans, and biked everywhere to save gas. No cable TV, no eating out. Every extra dollar went into my investments. By age 24, my portfolio had grown to $200,000. I learned about real estate crowdfunding online, where you invest small amounts in big apartment buildings, and dividend stocks that pay you monthly like a job. I never bought flashy things. My siblings saw my rusty bike and old jeans and made fun. "Clara, get a life. You're such a loser," Mia said at a rare family barbecue. Mom and Dad just nodded and bought Mia a new designer purse to match her friends. One evening, Jake came home excited and called a family meeting. He was engaged to Brooke, a girl from his gym who came from money. Everyone hugged and cheered. Then Mom looked at me and said, "Clara, you're not coming to the wedding. Brooke's family is from a rich neighborhood, and they expect everyone to dress nice. You don't fit in with your cheap clothes." My stomach twisted like a knot, but I forced a smile. "Okay, if that's what you want." Inside, the anger started like a slow fire. Why was I always the one left out? I was their daughter and sister. That rejection pushed me harder. I put even more into my investments. By 25, I reached $500,000. Secretly, I used some to buy my first rental property, a small duplex in Columbus for $180,000. Good tenants moved in right away and paid the mortgage plus extra. No one in my family had a clue. Jake's wedding invitation came in the mail, but my name wasn't on it. I watched the photos on Facebook later, feeling the burn. Ideas of revenge started whispering in my head, But I waited. The best ones take time. Jake's wedding happened when I was 25. It was a huge event at a fancy hall with gold centerpieces, a 5-tier cake, and 200 guests. The photos online showed everyone dancing and laughing in tuxedos and gowns. My family looked so happy, like I didn't exist. I sent a generic congratulations card with $100 inside. That was my last act of being nice without resentment. Meanwhile, my duplex was generating steady cash. I bought a second property, a single-family house to flip and rent. My total net worth climbed to $750,000. Still, I told no one. I drove an old car now, but it was paid off. A year later, at my age 26, Mia announced her engagement to Kyle, a car salesman who acted rich. Another family dinner at our house. Excitement filled the air with plans for dresses and flowers. Then Dad cleared his throat and said, "Clara, you're staying home for this one. Kyle's relatives are upscale people from the city. Your thrift store outfits will embarrass us all." Mia giggled and added, "Yeah, sis, no offense, but you look like you shop at a dumpster." Tyler high-fived her, laughing. I felt tears sting my eyes, but I swallowed them. Fine, I understand. I left the table early and went home. That night, I cried for the first time in years, but only for 10 minutes. Then I wiped my face, opened my laptop, and researched land deals. I found 10 acres of cheap farmland outside town for $80,000 cash. I bought it the next week. I cleared a small area and started a mini farm with chickens for eggs and a garden for veggies. Local markets bought my produce. My portfolio neared $1 million. Siblings kept posting about Mia's wedding plans, venue tours, cake tastings. I was completely erased from the family group chat. Tyler even texted me once, "You're the black sheep, Clara. Stay out." I saved every message with dates and times. My evidence pile grew. Suspense hung heavy as the months passed. Their big parties kept coming, but my quiet empire expanded. How long until the tables turned? I could almost taste it. Mia's wedding took place when I was 26, on a sunny beach in Florida. They spent $30,000 that Mom and Dad scraped from savings and credit cards. I wasn't invited, of course. I watched the live stream from a cousin who felt bad for me. The vows were beautiful, the dances joyful, the toasts full of love. Then Jake, as best man, stood up and said into the mic, "Family means everything to us, the ones who show up and shine. Except the weird ones who stay home." The crowd laughed, and my face burned even through the screen. That comment cut deeper than any exclusion. My seed of revenge took root right then. I sold some stocks at their peak price and bought a commercial space, a unit in a strip mall near the city. I leased it to a coffee shop owner for steady rent. My monthly income doubled overnight. Net worth hit $1.5 million. I hired a financial advisor over Zoom, all anonymous. No paper trails back home. Parents called me out of the blue one day. "Clara, can you send money for Mia's honeymoon? They're short $2,000. I paused, remembering their words. "No, I'm saving for my future." Mom huffed. "You're so selfish, just like we always said." They hung up. Tyler posted online about it. "Clara's broke and bitter forever. LOL. I sat alone in my apartment and laughed quietly. My farm was growing too. I added goats for milk and cheese, selling to health stores. Holidays came and went without me. "Clara's too busy being a loner," they posted as excuses. I hosted my own Christmas with a store-bought turkey, toasting to future justice with sparkling water. By 27, my investments reached $3 million. I spread it into safe bonds and even a little in low-risk crypto during a dip. Their wedding memories haunted my dreams, turning pain into power. What if one day they came crawling back, needing the sister they tossed away? The thought made me smile in the dark. Tyler turned 22 and proposed to his girlfriend Nina, a hairdresser with big dreams. I was 27 years old then. The family went wild with joy, calling it a triple wedding tradition for all 3 siblings. They started planning a huge backyard bash at a country club, budgeting $50,000 with crowdfunding from aunts and uncles. Rehearsal dinners, custom invites, everything extravagant. At the reveal dinner at our old family home, Dad looked right at me and said, "Clara, no invite for you this time either. Nina's family hates frumps and cheapskates. You dress like you're homeless." Mia nodded eagerly. "Totally, stay away for once." Jake smirked from the couch. Tyler just looked away. My heart pounded, but I kept my voice steady. "Understood. Have a great day." I walked out into the night, the door clicking shut behind me like a final lock. That betrayal sealed it. I accelerated everything. I liquidated some high-performing stocks and bought a whole apartment building, 12 units for $2 million. Tenants filled it within weeks. Families, students, workers. Passive income rolled in at $15,000 a month after expenses. My total net worth jumped to $5 million. I quit my bookkeeping job that same week and became a full-time investor, all from my quiet apartment. No parties, no vacations, just spreadsheets and deals. The siblings group chat buzzed daily with wedding details, flower arrangements, DJ lists, menu tastings. I was ghosted completely. To test the waters, I donated $500 anonymously to their crowdfunding page. They posted thanks to a mystery aunt from Cleveland. The irony made me chuckle. Suspense built like a storm cloud as Tyler's big day approached in 2 months. They thought they were peaking with their perfect weddings. I knew the crash was coming. Every slight fueled me. My lawyer friend helped set up LLCs for protection. No loopholes. The timeline was locked. Invest since 18, exclusions at 22, 26, now 28. Perfect symmetry for payback. Just 1 month before Tyler's wedding, the preparations went into overdrive. The country club venue was booked solid with white tents, string lights, and a fireworks show at night. Mom and Dad borrowed money against the house to cover extras. Siblings bragged non-stop on social media. Limo photos, tux fittings, Nina's massive diamond ring. I kept tabs from afar, my investments humming along. The apartment building was 100% occupied, and the strip mall unit got a second tenant. Net worth, $6.5 million and climbing. Mom called me one evening, voice desperate. "Clara, the family needs a $10,000 loan for Tyler's big day. Weddings cost a fortune. Will you help?" I remembered all the times they shut me out. Hurt mixed with power. "No, Mom. You should manage it yourselves like always." She snapped back. "You're so ungrateful. We raised you, fed you, put a roof over your head. Raised me. They ignored me for years." I hung up without another word. Tyler posted the official invites online, 300 guests listed, my name nowhere. Comments poured in, family goals. I created a fake profile and RSVP'd as Clara Smith, then cancelled it last minute as practice for the real plan. Jake messaged me directly. "Heard you're still single and sad. Loser life suits you." I blocked him instantly and saved the screenshot. Mia shared her old wedding album again, captioning it, "Memories without drama." My farm expanded too. I bought more chickens and started selling eggs wholesale to grocery stores. Suspense gripped me every night. Their debt was piling up. Credit cards maxed, relatives tapped out. My wealth exploded quietly. The wedding was weeks away. I rehearsed my lines in the mirror. They had no idea the quiet sister was about to roar. 2 weeks before the wedding, Mia showed up at my apartment unannounced, her fancy car parked crooked outside. She knocked hard, engagement ring flashing as she waved. "Clara, open up. Family emergency." I let her in, curious. She paced my simple living room. "We need $5,000 more for Tyler's flowers and cake. Everyone's chipping in, your turn." Her tone was demanding, like I owed them. I sipped my tea calmly. "I can't help, Mia. I'm saving every penny. She sneered, eyes scanning my modest furniture. Always so cheap. No wonder we never invite you. You ruin the vibe. She stormed out, slamming the door. That was the last straw. My empire kept growing. The apartment building needed minor repairs, but cash flow covered it. I bought 2 more units in the strip mall. The farm now had goats, and organic milk sales hit $4,000 a month. Net worth, $8 million. I hired a top lawyer that week to review everything. Trusts, property titles, all airtight. Jake called next, slurring a bit. Dad's in the hospital with stress from bills. Pony up some cash, Clara. I stalled. Send me the details. They never did. Probably too proud. Suspicious, but it fit their pattern. Tyler's invites went viral in family circles. 300 RSVPs confirmed. I drove by the venue disguised in a hat, noting entrances and security. Parents sent a group email. You're not real family if you skip all the weddings. Blood doesn't act like that. I screenshotted it all. Dates perfect. Rage boiled, but I channeled it into deals. Their event loomed. My plan was simple. Show up rich, expose truths, own the night. No escape for them. The week of Tyler's wedding arrived like a countdown. Rehearsal dinner photos flooded Instagram. Steak feasts, open bar, everyone in cocktail clothes. Laughter captions everywhere. I sat in a nearby coffee shop, monitoring the live guest stream on my phone. My portfolio app pinged gains. Another $300,000 up. Net worth $9.2 million. I rented a black limo to match theirs. Tipped the driver extra to wait. Lawyer on speed dial. Mom texted the family group. Final headcount locked. Clara's exclusion was unanimous. No drama today. Proof in hand. Nina posted, no weirdos or cheapskates crashing. Family only. It stung, but it was fuel. Friday night, eve of the wedding, Jake drunk dialed from the bar. Clara, you're dead to us forever. Stay gone. I recorded every word, time-stamped. Lawyer confirmed it was legal evidence. My rentals generated $25,000 that month alone. At 28, I was a silent multimillionaire. Saturday morning dawned perfect. Sunny. 75 degrees. I drove to the country club early, not to crash yet, but to scout. Valet lines, massive white tents with flowers cascading, a dance floor under stars. It was every girl's dream wedding. Mine would be better. I chatted with a staffer, slipping a $100 tip. Big donor, he asked. Something like that. Plan locked. Slip in post-ceremony during reception peak. Let them enjoy vows first. Heart raced as 4 p.m. ceremony time hit. Suspense choked me. This was it. The ceremony began right on time at 4 p.m. From my coffee shop spot, I watched the hidden live stream via sympathetic cousin's phone. Tyler stood tall in his tux, nervous sweat beading. Nina glided down the aisle in a gown with a 10-foot train, veil sparkling. Vows rang out, for richer or poorer, in good times and bad. Rings exchanged, kiss sealed it. Cheers exploded from 300 guests. Family teary-eyed, Mia dabbing mascara, Jake clapping hard, parents beaming center stage. Best day of our lives, Mom captioned a photo later. My phone buzzed. Stock gains added $200,000. Portfolio at $10 million even. Driver texted. Limo ready. I slipped into fresh clothes, a simple but elegant black dress from a boutique, heels, minimal jewelry. No overkill yet. 5 p.m., reception kicked off with toasts and first dances. Open bar flowed, kids ran under tables. DJ boomed, family speeches next. Perfect timing. I arrived at the side entrance, gift box in hand, a sleek black one tied with ribbon. Staff nodded me through. My earlier tip worked. Guests milled, unaware. Mom spotted me first from afar, face paling. Suspense peaked as I wove toward the head table. Whispers started. The moment hung electric. What would they do? By 6 p.m., cake cutting lit up the tent, towering vanilla tiers with fresh roses. Tyler and Nina beamed, knife slicing together. I stood at the edge, watching Jake slow dance with Brooke, Mia gossip with bridesmaids. Parents mingled proud. DJ paused. Next up, more family toasts. I stepped forward, mic in sight. "Excuse me, everyone," I said clearly, voice steady. Gasps rippled. "Clara!" Mom shrieked, dropping her drink. Dad choked on cake. Security hovered but paused. My pre-tip note said, "VIP guest. I'm here for my little brother Tyler. Congrats to you and Nina." Silence blanketed the crowd. I handed Tyler the gift box. "Open it, please." Hands shaking, he untied it. Keys dropped out, engraved with Ford F-150 Platinum, $60,000 value. Jaws dropped venue-wide. "How the hell?" Mia yelled, standing up fast. I smiled cool. "I've done okay." Quietly, while you planned without me. Questions flew like arrows. "What do you do? Where'd this come from?" Suspense held thick. No full reveal yet. Cameras clicked. Let it build. Chaos ignited. Jake stormed over. "You weren't invited. Get out, freak." I stood firm. Family reunion now? Dad's face turned beet red. "Leave before I call cops." Guests murmured, phones out filming. I pulled my phone slow, showed a screenshot. $10 million portfolio dashboard, live numbers ticking. Gasps echoed like thunder. "That's fake. Photoshop." Tyler spat, Nina clutching his arm. "Not fake at all," I replied even. Started investing at 18 with chore money. Index funds, rentals, farm. Grew it while you mocked my piggy bank. I swiped to proofs. Bank statements dated back 10 years. Property deeds with my name, farm sales receipts. Relatives leaned in, whispering. Nina demanded, "Prove it right now." I FaceTimed my realtor. Live tour of the 12-unit building, tenants waving. Crowd buzzed. Mom fake fainted into a chair. Someone fetched water. Mia screeched, "Why hide this? Liar." I turned calm. "You excluded me first from 3 weddings. Texts prove it." Flashed group chat screenshots. Timestamps matching exactly. DJ killed music. Tension choked the air. Perfect storm. The reception ground to halt. Cake forgotten. Guests formed circles. Filming frenzy. Jake lunged for my phone. Security grabbed him, my hired guys in plain clothes. "Everyone, let's talk private," I suggested loud, pointing to a back conference room. Curious crowd parted. Inside, family huddled sweaty. Parents, siblings, spouses. Dad exploded first. "How? We thought you were broke." I listed it step by step. $5,000 at 18, $50,000 at 20, duplex at 25, apartments at 27. Self-made, no handouts. Tyler begged on knees. "Forgive us, Clara. This is our day. No pity. You barred me 3 times. Jake at 22, Mia 26, you now. Begged loans, mocked me. Here's the bill." Revealed twist. I bought this country club yesterday through a proxy company. New owner. Proof deed flashed. Mia wailed. "Evict us mid-wedding? Party ends at 9 p.m. Clean up yourselves." Limo waited outside. For their exit. Mine stayed for winners. Viral clips already hit 10K views. Their medicine served cold. Backroom detonated. Brooke cried, "Jake's been jobless 6 months. We need help." I detailed Empire. 50 apartments generating $25,000 per month. Full strip mall, 60-acre farm with solar panels selling energy. $12 million in stocks and bonds. Numbers silenced them. Tyler, "We're so sorry. Family forever? Too late. Taste exclusion like you gave me. Stepped out, announced to guests. Weddings were lovely, but mine's next level. Revealed, private jet fueled for island vow renewal tomorrow. With real friends only. Cheers roared, cousins switched. Clara's the boss. Parents cornered pleading, don't ruin Tyler's night, we're blood. You ruined mine first, 3 times over. Showed their debt list. $150K loans I researched publicly. Pay your own mess now. Called venue staff. Clear the hall post cake. New event starts. They scrambled packing gifts. Faces ashen. My gift truck? Rental. Repossessed next dawn. Ultimate irony. Crowd loved it, clapping me out. Guests ate up the drama like free cake. Phones captured every tear, shout. Secret millionaire crashes brother's wedding, revenge gold. Mia sobbed black mascara rivers. Jake punched a wall, knuckles bloody. Tyler hugged Nina defeated on dance floor. I danced with apologetic aunts, uncles. We had no idea, Clara. You're incredible. One cousin. Proud of you, kid. Parents tried last plea by bar. Think of the family name. I laughed soft. You buried it excluding me. Revealed I bought their house mortgage too. Foreclosure threat lifted for $10,000 repayment plan. Eyes widened. Limo horn honked 9 p.m. sharp. Theirs. Cries faded as they piled in, dresses wrinkled, makeup gone. Mine pulled up sleek. I stayed, turning reception into my party. DJ spun my playlist. Upbeat hits. Worth ticked to $10.5 million on app. Guests toasted, Queen Clara. Sweet. Total victory. Night ended fireworks. Mine. Morning after news exploded. Local TV, Reddit, TikTok. Millionaire sister's wedding crash goes viral. 1M views. My phone buzzed non-stop. Interview requests. Brand deals. Declined most. Focused. Family spam texted. Come home now. Explain. Ignored. Blocked temporarily. Drove to parents' house. Foreclosure notice taped to door. My anonymous by. Mom answered porch in robe. Clara, evict us? Mercy. Taste the medicine you fed me. 3 no invites, mocks, begs. Left $1,000 grocery check. Basics only. Learn thrift. Jake called desperate. Jobless again. Brooke leaving. Mia pawned ring for rent. Tyler's honeymoon cancelled. Debts crushed cards. My farm tour video hit 500K views. Orders tripled. Businesses boomed passive. Net worth. $11 million firm. Posted 1 photo. Venue deed in my name. Comments. Legend. Their downfall mirrored my rise. Perfect. Week later, they demanded family meeting. I hosted at my strip mall office. Plush conference room, city views. They arrived ragged, Jake unshaven, Mia no makeup, Tyler teary, parents frail. Piled in silent. Apologies tumbled. We were blind, selfish idiots. I recapped timeline precise. Invested $5,000 age 18. Exclusions Jake 22/Mia 26/Tyler 28. Pattern of neglect. Offer deal. Group therapy monthly. Repay old loans via work. No cash handouts. Tyler. Truck back please. Earn it managing my farm. They signed papers teary. Countryside venue. Rented back cheap for their redo events later. My private jet whisked me to Bahamas. Planned wedding with 50 true friends. $200,000 bliss. Empire grew unchecked. Lessons sank in slow. Months flew. Siblings shifted gears. Jake landed entry job. My unpaid referral at farm supplier. Mia waitressed my strip mall cafe. Learned budgeting. Tyler oversaw chicken coops. Steady paycheck. Parents downsized to small rental I owned. Paid fair, no favors. Holidays. I hosted first neutral dinner. Awkward laughs turned real. My wedding happened. 500 guests, oceanfront, $500,000 flawless. Invited all family condition. Speeches owning mistakes. They did, tears flowing. Clara taught us value every member. I forgave halfway, boundaries steel. Portfolio surged $15 million. Book agent called. Your story's gold. Signed deal easy. Life peaked. 1 year post-revenge. Full tests came. Tyler's first anniversary. I gifted real truck, title clean, earned via work. Jake remarried Brooke Small. I funded $10,000 venue, condition, include, all family, no exclusions. Mia got engaged again to humble guy, learned my thrift hacks. Farm became family hub. Weekends planting, harvesting. Parents volunteered store, beaming change. Bonds rebuilt cautious but strong. My net worth, $20 million diversified. Media faded. Real success endured quiet. Market crashed sudden. Lost $2 million paper in week. First real scare. Called siblings panicked? No, they rallied first. We got ideas, Clara. Sell solar excess. Helped research. Recovered double fast. Irony pure. They supported underdog now. Launched charity, quiet investor fund, for overlooked kids. $1 million seed. Family joined board, sharing stories. Redemption wove tight. No more black sheep. 2 years later, mega reunion on my new 100-acre estate, bought with cash. Tents, games, no exclusions. Jake toasted, best sister alive. Mia hugged. Sorry endless. Tyler's kid played chickens. Laughter free. Empire, $25 million. Properties coast to coast. Daily life settled rich. Mornings. Portfolio check. Afternoons. Farm walks with fam. Evenings. Books. Husband. Reflected on slights. Fuel for fire that warmed all now. Patience blueprint. Pivoted business green. Solar farms tripled output. Government grants. Siblings managed sites proud. Jake ops. Mia sales. Tyler maintenance. Revenue soared. Tyler's son born healthy. Named me godmother. Aunt duties joyful. Picnics. Stories. Full circle family. Legacy grew. Scholarships for 100 Claras yearly. Past haunts. Fuel only. Siblings echo. Never underestimate quiet. Now 30. Net worth $30 million locked. Married bliss. Kids planned. Empire vast. Siblings thank daily over dinners. Their medicine. Bitter dose cured pride. Moral clear. Bar the quiet ones. They rise silent, strike epic. No loopholes, just justice. Flow on.